Hello everyone, we have already discussed about the three-dimensional figure which is a prism. Today we are discussing about another figure which is a pyramid. When we talk about pyramid, it is basically a base. It can be a triangular base, it can be a square base, or it can be a circular base. And from the center there is some height. If we join the three vertices from this height, then this is basically a pyramid with a triangular base. When we talk about a pyramid with a square base, then again from the center we go to a height and then we attach all the points on the base. This is basically the pyramid with a square base. Again from the center we go to some height and we join the circumference of the circle. This is known as pyramid with a circular base, and this is also known as cone. Now, first of all, it is very important to understand that how we can construct, how we can make this from the paper. If in case I want to draw a pyramid with a triangular base, then we have to take a hexagon first of all. This hexagon we divide into three portions on the left and three portions on the right. We cut this hexagon into two equal portions from the center. Once we cut it down from the center, then it is basically having three equal triangles. When we make them three equal triangles and join them together at a specific point, then this is basically the pyramid with a triangular base, because the base is the triangle and this is considered to be the height of this pyramid. Same way, if in case we want to construct this, then the portion around it can be constructed from an octagon. We take an octagon which is having four sides on one end, we cut it from in between and then we draw this. If we want to make a cone, then it is basically the portion of a circle. From a circle, complete circle, we take half the circle, and it is not necessary that we only take half the circle. We can take a portion of the sector as well. If we take half the circle and join the two radiuses, then this is basically a kind of cone we are making. This from center to the midpoint of this center is known as the height. And this circumference, half the circumference is now the circumference of the cone. Basically, if in case instead of this we take one sector out of we take a sector of a complete circle, then also when we join this, it will form a cone. If in case we take a smaller sector, then also if we join, it will form basically a cone. So basically the cone is a figure which we define from a circle, and a circle can have any part of the sector. It can be 50%, 80% or half the circle. Now if we talk about the area, again there is a lateral surface area and there is a total surface area. The lateral surface area is area around the figure and the total surface area is this figure plus the area at the base. Because the topmost point is basically a point, we only take the area of the base in this figure. And when we talk about the volume of this figure, then it is 1/3 of the area of the base multiplied by height. So if in case we talk about the volume of any figure which is pyramid in shape, that is 1/3 area of the base multiplied by height. Again, if we take this figure into consideration, then the lateral surface is basically the area of all the four triangles around it, and the total surface area is the lateral surface area plus the area at the base. If we talk about a cone, then again we take a curved surface area, or we can say the lateral surface area of this figure. When we are talking about the lateral surface area, this is basically pi r multiplied by h square plus r square under root. This is also known as pi r L. This L is basically the slant height. When we talk about the total surface area, then this is the lateral surface area pi r L plus the area at the base, that is pi r square. If we take pi r constant, it is L plus r. But when we talk about the volume of this cone, it is 1 upon 3. The area of the base is definitely pi r square multiplied by height h. Now, an important thing is that if we take this cone into consideration, then in a triangle AOC, angle AOC is equals to 90 degree. AO is known as height, which is denoted by h. OC is known as radius, which is denoted by r. And AC is basically known as the slant height L. From the Pythagoras theorem, L is equals to under root of h square plus r square is L square, because angle AOC is 90 degree. So Pythagoras theorem is applicable in 90 degree angle. We will discuss in these things in detail in the next video. Plus we will discuss certain questions which are based on the 3-dimensional figures or the pyramid. Thank you.